invite my leadership partners back to the table here, Kathy and Vicki and Jerry. And actually, guys, before we go on with the script, I'm going to go off script for a little bit. Is that all right? Is that all right with all of you? People get really, I do that, and people get really nervous when I do that, but today it's for a good cause, so let me do that and just talk to you a minute. You know, we've had a wonderful program here this morning, but behind the scenes, something else is happening, and I want to call that out. We're going through a leadership transition in the New North, and that's very important. You know that Kathy and I and Jerry have been with this for a long time, and you heard Vicki being introduced this morning as the incoming co-chair, and she will be Kathy's replacement as co-chair. One thing about the succession and the co-chair replacement, how many years ago, 14, 15 years ago, you and I were sitting in a room with some of our executive partners and Tom Wilshis, and we were talking about how business could get more engaged in economic development and the need to have business more engaged. And so Tom said, or somebody said, well, somebody's got to raise their hand and lead this thing, and you and I did 14 years ago, and then gathered a bunch of additional people. So when we asked Vicki a year ago to join on the board and the executive committee, we were so happy to hear her say yes to that call. So welcome and thank you. The other thing that we've done, Jerry and Kathy and I have talked a lot about how to make this transition work, because we don't all want to kind of transition out at the same time. We want to do it over a period of time. So we're transitioning Kathy's role first, and mine probably second, and Jerry's third. But we want it to be orderly because this is a great thing, right? And some of the people who have some institutional knowledge about how it started need to make sure that it continues. That's what succession is all about. So we're started into that process. It's been a great run, and I have to tell you that we know Kathy enough to know that she'll be here for a long time.
Not going anywhere.
She's not going anywhere. We've committed to each other that we will help coach and mentor and make sure that this effort continues for all of you to participate in. But I have to say the New North is a much better place for the dedication, excuse me, and the tireless work of Kathy. Sorry. It's been a great pleasure to work with you, and we have a little gift that we'd like to give you.
This was a gift. You guys, thank you very much. You didn't need to give me anything. Just working with you guys and all of you has been a gift enough. This has been terrific.
So there's something in there. You need to open it up.
Oh, I'm supposed to open it now? I guess. Sorry about that.
So this is a thank you from all of us and the board and executive committee and investors and all of you here in the New North for your help and your guidance and your participation.
Thank you. This is
Thank you so much, Kathy.
It's been great.
Thank you. Congratulations. Sorry for getting emotional.
Me too.
Anyway, that's my off-script comments. And where are we in this agenda?
I think we're going to thank everybody.
We're going to thank everybody. Why don't you go ahead?
So we hopefully you all enjoyed this morning and learned about many great initiatives going on around the region to attract, develop, and retain talent. And please share with others all the best practices. We'll have a call to action in just a few minutes. But first, we want to sincerely thank our summit sponsors. Once again, Insight, Coalesce, Stellar Blue, WDC, and Nation Consulting.
As well as amazing events, BMIS, BMO Harris Bank, Bolt, Employment Resource Group, EUA Architecture, the Green Bay Packers, St. Norbert College, and UW Oshkosh.
In addition, we want to thank our collaborator sponsors of the summit, as well as all the other the sponsors on the next slide as well.
Yep, our team members and our in-kind sponsors, we thank you so much. We couldn't be here without you, and thank you so much.
So let's thank all of our sponsors for today. In addition, we have other people to thank. We have our summit hosts, right, Vicki?
Awesome. Yes, our KI Convention Center, which isn't this beautiful, not even 2 years old. Our amazing events staff, the Coalesce, Bolt and Insight Magazine, Nation Consulting, Stellar Blue, Studio Gear, the Northeast Wisconsin Technical College, the Fox Valley Technical College, and LTC.
And we also want to thank the Planning Committee. Could all the folks on the Planning Committee please stand up so we can give you a great big round of applause, please? All those. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're the best. Excellent. Thank you very much for that. And we really want to thank our new North investors. Many of you have been with us since the beginning of time for what Bob mentioned, 12, 14 years that we've been at this. We really want to thank Associated Bank, Bolt, Kimberly-Clark, WPS, and WEDC. In addition to that, we want to thank our leadership investors, Bemis, Myron, Schneider, and Thrivent. We also want to thank our visionary investors, the Green Bay Packers, Oshkosh Corporation, and Werner Electric, and all our founding members that you see on the slide, as well as our sustaining members, or investors, pardon me, that are with us all year long. And finally, our contributing investors. We really, really appreciate all you have done. We encourage all of you to be investors of New North. If you would love to have us come and our in-kind supporters as well, we would love to come and visit with you and tell you more about some of the great programming going on throughout our region in New North.
So then our 2016 support, as you can see, the new marketing investors, the strategic committee, the Banker Tilly, Coalesce, Marco, Stellar Blue, New North board members, thank you. The Insight Magazine, the Green Bay Area Chamber of Commerce, thank you so much. WPS and WEDC Energy Groups, and the Northwestern Technical College, and so many more. We thank you all for making this possible today. Thank you for your support.
So we always end with a call to action, and we'd suggest that the 3 key words here are share, use, and connect. So in each of these summits you hear many best practices. Share your best practices across the region. Use Life in the New North, which is the online collateral piece for living in the New North that's on the website. And this new talent video, use those as tools to help attract people to the region and connect your business to educational programs. You heard a number of references to that this morning, the last of which was Jeff Raffin and Gary's talking about the turbocharged connection. So connect your businesses to educational programs. And if you take those 3 things, share, use, and connect, we can all make this a much more robust region with talent available for growing businesses everywhere.
I'm going to go a little off script. The list that you saw for Kathy and Vicki running through all of the folks that have contributed to this event or contributed to the organization who are sponsors, I really liked what Sandy was doing when he was up here. Would you just raise your hand and wave if you saw your company in any of those slides? Just wave. You got to wave. It's incredibly impressive, the number of companies that are involved, engaged in our work. And the four of us absolutely thank you. The 2017 summit location is still a mystery, even to me. So coming soon, we'll make sure that those announcements go out. The agenda, we still have some of the program left. Now this kind of concludes the New North section of this, but now the breakout sessions are on tap. So what we're going to do, just for direction, is, Vicki, if you would do the airport thing. All right, so the lunch is out those doors and out those doors. Your buffet kind of set up, so grab your food and come back here. About 15 minutes ahead of the starting time for the breakouts, the voice of God will loom and let you know that it's about time to be picking up and moving to a breakout session. One of those sessions will actually be in this room. That'll be the Manufacturing Alliance meeting. The two others will be right across over this way. So if you just pay attention to the looming voice of God, you'll probably be in good hands. I think that kind of concludes our comments. It's time for lunch. On behalf of New North, on behalf of the four of us, this is a wonderful time of year. The summit, Christmas, New Year's. We wish you all the best. We also wish you the best and very, very fantastic 2017. Thank you very much.
Thank you.